What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Currency Accounts, where I cover all things money. In today's video, I'm going to cover 5 business loans that are easy to apply for, and in some of these loans, they don't require a personal guarantee, meaning they don't check your personal credit. Let's get into it. The first one is OnDeck, and you can find them at ondeck.com. So they offer term loans and lines of credit. So let's start with the term loan here. So you can borrow anywhere from $5,000 to $250,000 with a repayment term of up to 24 months, and a line of credit from $6,000 to $100,000 with a 12-month repayment plan. So you are going to need at least 1 year in business, a 600 FICO score, at least a 600, and an annual business revenue of $100,000, and a business checking account. So when you apply to OnDeck, you're going to need your EIN, your employment identification number, your SSN. You're going to need to link your bank account and your estimated annual gross revenue. And the way they approve you is not only by looking at your credit score, it's by your average bank balance. How many deposits are you getting per month and how much gross you're making per year. And if you are approved, you can get funded in as little as 1 business day. Now, the way you're going to pay this back is unlike a lot of other loans where you make your monthly payment. You're going to make daily payments, and it's going to be automatically deducted from your bank. Now, these type of loans I really don't like because it's kind of like a merchant processor loan, where in this case, you're not going to change your merchant processing. All they're doing is making a daily withdrawal. The next one is Bluevine, where you can borrow a line of credit up to $250,000. Now, what's the difference between a term loan and a line of credit? With a line of credit, let's say for example, you get funded for $100,000. You don't have to use that full $100,000. If you get approved for $100,000 term loan, well, you're gonna have to pay interest on that full $100,000, right? But if you get approved for a line of credit for $100,000, you can pull out $10,000 at one time, and you're only gonna get charged APR on that $10,000. Now, if you need another $10,000, well, you can still pull that out. Now you still have $80,000 as a line of credit. So you took out 20, 10 and 10, you pay that 20 back, you're gonna have that $100,000 still to borrow. With Bluevine, you're gonna need at least a 625 FICO score, 6 months or more in business, $10,000 in monthly revenue, and business operating or incorporated in an eligible US state, basically meaning that you have a legal business entity. And when you apply, you're gonna need to enter basic information. You're gonna need to link your bank account or 3 months of your past bank statements and your business in good standing. Now it says right here, link your bank account or 3 months of bank statements. If you link your bank account online, the process is gonna move a lot quicker. If you have to submit bank statements, it's gonna take a lot longer for somebody to actually review them. So once you get approved and pull that money out, whether it's that full amount or just a fraction of what you actually got approved for in your line of credit, you're gonna have 24 weeks, 6.5 months to pay it back. You can also save on interest if you pay back early. Let's say you just need a bridge loan, a bridge line of credit. You take out $1,000 at the end of the week, you pay that $4,000, you're gonna save a lot on interest because you paid it off early. So the next one is Kabbage, and you can find them at Kabbage.com, and that's Kabbage with a K. So with Kabbage, it's kind of like Bluevine, where you can borrow up to $250,000 in a line of credit. You can choose between loan terms anywhere from 6 to 18 months, but the longer the loan term you choose, the higher your APR is going to be. One of the things I think makes Kabbage a little bit better than Bluevine is that repayment is not going to be weekly. It's not even going to be daily. It's only going to be once a month. So you're going to need to be in business at least 12 months and have a valid business checking account. The next one is Amazon Business, and I'm all about this Amazon Business account because with Amazon Business, when you apply, first of all, you will need your EIN. You'll need a legal business entity in order to apply for Amazon Business. Once you do apply, you're gonna get invited for a $1,000 credit line. You're not gonna be invited right away. It might take a few days, it might take a few hours, but you're gonna get an email saying that your business is approved for $500 to $1,000 credit line. Now that $1,000 credit line, you're gonna receive without a PG, no personal guarantee, which means they're not going to rely on your personal credit. Now you can only use this $500 to $1,000 on the Amazon website. Now why is that so important? Depending on what industry you're in, might be times when you need to buy some equipment or buy supplies in order to complete an order before you get paid in full, right? And you don't have that money on deck. So what you're going to want to do is you use that net 30 terms and float it until you get paid in full. Now you can pay that net 30 terms back. And on top of that, there's no interest, there's no APR. So I started with a $1,000 trade line. Right now I'm at a $10,000 credit line, and that's because every month I would call and I would request a credit limit increase on that credit line. So I will leave a link in the description where you can sign up for this Amazon business account. You're not gonna go to Amazon.com. It's Amazon Business. It's a totally different website. The next and last one I have a standalone video on, and it's BiddyAdvance.com. With Biddy Advance, you can get funded anywhere from $2,000 to $35,000. Now, I actually applied for this loan myself. So when you apply for this loan, you're gonna need to link an existing bank account, and you're gonna need at least $5,000 a month deposited into that bank account. When I applied for this loan, I actually got approved. I think it was for about $5,500. So on the application process, I didn't even have to enter my SSN or my DOB. Now on the next step, I'm not sure if it's gonna ask you for your DOB or your SSN there. All they asked me for was my EIN and to link my bank account. I didn't want to go forward because the APR was pretty high. At the end of the loan, I think I'd be paying back about $8,300, something like that. And the way Biddy gets paid back is by a daily automatic withdrawal, and the amount's gonna depend on your loan term. But Biddy Advance is something to look into if you don't have good credit, or if you don't want to put down a personal guarantee on a loan. Like I said, they didn't check my credit. They didn't even ask me for my SSN. Not saying they won't, because it says you need a minimum credit score of 500. So something to think about, something to consider here. If you want to help support the channel at the same time, make $100, click the link in my description to sign up for Chime. When you sign up with Chime and set up direct deposit on your new account, you'll receive $100 for doing nothing else but setting up a new bank account. So sign up for Chime, make some money, and help support the channel. So there it is, 5 alternative business loans that can help your business move forward. Now, some of these APRs are going to be pretty high, so make sure and read your terms when applying for any one of these loans. I will have the links down below if you want to check them out for yourself. I want to thank you for watching. Hope this video helped you out. Check you on the next one.